As always, we're on the hunt for the best shawarma in London, and I'm trying a phenomenal local gem today that locals have said they would die for. I'm also having the worst shawarma I've ever had in my life. That's not cooked. That's not cooked. So without further ado, let's go and get into it. This is Street Food Analysis, Shawarma League, Match Day 8. Let's go and find some elite scran. We're back with the Shawarma League, and today I'm at Falafel and Shawarma in Camberwell, a cult spot that locals support like it's their religion, with one even saying, "I would die for this institution." We're also at Shawarma Hut, where I nearly did die for that institution. The race at the top of the Shawarma League is really heating up. Those decadent flavour-filled wraps at Shawarma Bros are top of the league, with Vostok's £3 supermarket banger hot on their heels. Can they be stopped? Let's go and get into it.
So you want one falafel wrap?
Yes, please.
And one?
And one chicken shawarma as well, please.
As well.
Thank you.
5 chicken wraps. Yep.
Back in southeast London, I used to live here for 15 years, my old stomping ground, and I've hit up falafel and shawarma in Camberwell, and this is a proper locals spot. It's very highly regarded. It's a bit of a cult spot. I'm going to read out some of the reviews because this will just paint a bit of a picture how popular this spot is with locals. So, TripAdvisor, simply the best, and that is all. Where even to start? This place is hands down the best falafel wrap in London. I dare to say the whole world. Honestly, the best shawarma in London. Great value for money. We are addicted. The greatest place on earth. I would die for this wonderful, affordable, friendly Camberwell institution. If one day the death penalty is, for whatever reason, reinstated, and I am wrongly accused of a crime for which shuffling off this mortal coil is my unfortunate penalty, when asked for my last meal, I will whisper this: I didn't do it, but bring me a falafel wrap with aubergine from Falafel and Shawarma in Camberwell. And I've seen a lot of reviews like this. I've seen TikToks where people have been stopped in the street and asked, what is your favourite restaurant? And people have said, Falafel and Shawarma, Camberwell. And the interviewer's gone, who? What? Where?
What is your best restaurant in London?
Falafel and shawarma. It's not really a restaurant, but it's like, it makes me weepy when I go there.
That is your best restaurant in London?
I literally, when I drive up to it, like I get a bit nervous.
Right, let's get into the review. So I'm going to start with the falafel and aubergine wrap. And they've cut it. This is the schematic interior cross-section. And this is actually quite weighty. This definitely has a bit of beef to it, and it looks divine. Right, let's put one half down. One sec. Let's go. Cheers.
Can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive.
Oh wow.
Behind the steering wheel.
I don't think we can realistically rate this as part of the league, so we're only really going to go on the chicken shawarma. But this is incredible. This is insanely good. Tasting a veggie option never tasted so good. Scintillating. Falafel is beautiful and fresh. Aubergine is just divine. The sauces, the salads, the cabbage goes really well. The wrap has got a nice crisp to it. If you're vegetarian, even if you're not vegetarian, you need to get down here and try this, because this is delicious. What an absolutely perfect lunch option. Cheap, value for money, flavour, fresh. Boom. Lovely char on the outside. Wrap looks good. Nicely wrapped up, all secured in. Not greasy, nice and dry on the outside of the wrap. Let's dive in, bro.
Touching you, touching me.
Delicious. In terms of the flavour, it's very unique compared to the other shawarmas we've had. There's one shawarma we've had where the flavour of the chicken here is similar, and that's Basta in Camden Market. And we said then there's a slight curried flavour to the chicken, maybe an influence of Indian spices in the marinade, and that's kind of what's coming through here. It's not overpowering, it's not overwhelming. There's little roasted potatoes in there, little roasted vegetables. It's a healthy shawarma option. It's a delight. It's an absolute delight. The chicken just co-mingles with those spiced roast potatoes. Ah, the star is that spiced chicken, but the bigger star is those spiced roast potatoes. What a little addition. Let's start giving it some scores. This is going to be close for value. Wow, it's huge. It's a lot bigger than some of those £3 shawarmas. £4.50 for a big, not that big, a big chicken shawarma. It's packed full of meat, but you've also got the extra little bits in there that you don't normally get, the roasted potatoes. We gave Fostock a 9.5 and it was £3. I think it's slightly better value because it's a much bigger meal and it's only £1.50 more. 9.6 out of 10. For the shop experience, low key as it comes. It's a proper local spot. It's a cult classic in these parts. I don't think there's tourists and people going there from all over London because it's difficult to get here. They were so efficient in there, despite there being overall 20 people ordering just after 12 o'clock in the afternoon. They're as friendly as you like, and that's why I love it. I'm gonna give it an 8.6 out of 10. Is it, for me, as nice and as tasty as Shawarma Bros? I don't think it's quite there. Probably because Shawarma Bros is a little bit naughtier. You know, I lean towards that kind of naughtier side of the fence. This is a much cleaner, healthier, beautiful, fragrant option. Everything combines beautifully, like a perfect marriage in this wrap. I'm gonna give it an 8.9 out of 10. So guys, that is gonna be so close towards the top of the table. Have they gone above Shawarma Bros? Let's go and check it out. Let's run the numbers. Boom! Falafel and shawarma from Camberwell atop of the league. A total score of 27.1 bumps Shawarma Bros into second and Fostock into third. What a performance, what a gem. Hang around for the second half of match day 8 as we're about to see what it looks like at the very bottom of the league. Right guys, this spot behind me is doing these viral mango twist juice drinks. So let's go and quickly try one. Right, here we go. The viral Mexican mango drink here in Elephant and Castle. Looks banging. But yeah, £8. Same price as 2 chicken shawarmas from Falafel and Shawarma in Camberwell. Pretty much the same price. That's £9. This is 8. What would you go for? Let me know in the comments. Let's give it a try. It took about 15 minutes, by the way, to make. Nothing coming through the straw at all. It's like blocked on the bottom, so nothing's coming up through it. Oh my God. So this is the spicy version. They do a spicy version and non-spicy version, and the spiciness comes from this It's like a chili candy wrapped around a straw. Tastes awful. Not worth it, guys. Fur coat and no knickers. It's only when the tide goes out you can see who's swimming without their pants on.
We have.
So I can't hear. Sorry?
We don't have accept this type of.
Bosh, another one, Shawarma Hut, and I think this is going to be a short review, guys, because I was getting bad vibes in there. Firstly, I walked in, the music was absolutely blaring, middle of the day. What time is it? It's 1:51 p.m, really loud, and I was like, oh, it's a bit of a weird vibe. And then the guy started talking to me and he was just mumbling. I was like, I can't hear you, mate. Sorry, I cannot hear you. So I was like, what's going on? And then I asked for a chicken shawarma, £7 for the regular. And I just got a bad vibe about the chicken. It was on the spit and there was no heat behind it. I think there was heat on the lower section. I think it's split into 3 or 4 sections, isn't it? So there was heat on the lower section and he was shaving the chicken off the top section. No one in the restaurant, so I was kind of like, when was the last time someone had a shawarma and there's no heat on there? Do you know what I mean? And it just looked a little bit, I don't want to say translucent, it looked like it was maybe just cooked. There was no kind of colour to it, and I think when I looked at it on the camera you couldn't really see as clearly how it kind of looked. It was maybe just cooked, so I'm a bit unsure about it. It looks like a bit of a mess itself. I've got a quick shot of him putting it together and he just put a line of sauce down the middle, so you know usually the guys do a zigzag with the sauce, and it didn't look like much love went into it. So there's it's just full of liquid. Oh God, this just doesn't look good at all. Chicken looks terrible. It's completely cold. The chicken's stone cold. It's very, very soft and squidgy. That's not cooked. That's not cooked. Soft and squidgy, very cold. Right guys, I'm not going to eat that. It's just a gigantic mess. Parts of the chicken don't look cooked at all. I'm not going to risk it. So guys, there's not a lot I can do with that, I'm afraid. As I said, shop experience was a very weird vibe. I couldn't hear what the guy was saying. That wasn't even the music. That was just, he was mumbling under his breath. It was really dirty on the outside, smelt of urine on the outside. Shop was overall, it was just a bit grimy, it was a bit dirty. Not in like an authentic way, just in a dirty way. So shop experience, best I can do is give that a 2 out of 10. For the value, it's a £7 shawarma, but the £3 shawarmas are bigger than that. Again, you're not getting much value if the chicken's not cooked, are you? So I'm going to give that a 1.6 out of 10 for value. And for taste, I mean, I didn't even really get to taste it, but the chicken just didn't quite look cooked. I wasn't willing to risk it. I'm going to give that a 1 out of 10. Sorry guys. So guys, in the spirit of fairness, I did get in touch with Shawarma Hut to allow them an opportunity to respond, and they said the following: Dear Robbie, thank you for providing the photo. We take all feedback extremely seriously, and as mentioned, food safety is our highest priority. We have reviewed our kitchen processes and internal records from that day, and we found no similar complaints or any indication of undercooked product being served. Based on the photo provided, we cannot conclusively verify that this piece originated from our restaurant or the state in which it was served at the time of purchase. However, we are keen to ensure every customer leaves fully satisfied. As a gesture of goodwill, we will invite you back for complimentary shawarma on your next visit. So guys, let me know in the comments if you would like me to revisit or leave it there. Right, let's go and update the league table and take one last look. Let's run the numbers. And here it is, the bottom half of the league table, and as you can see, a total score for Shawarma Hut of 4.6 puts them rock bottom of the table. Match day 8 ends with falafel and shawarma top of the league. So there we go guys, a spot which bombed and was bottom of the league, and a spot which was the bomb and went straight to the top of the league. That's sometimes how it goes, two opposite ends of the spectrum. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please let me know. Please let me know where you'd like me to go next, and have a great day. Peace out, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.